Ta-da! So here is the finished head, at least with the first version of what I've got. Um, I will say it always seems to look better in pictures and video than it does in real life, but um, it's pretty good. So you can see it's not a mirror finish, but for things that are close to it, it's mirrored, so it'll definitely pick up highlights and stuff. So it doesn't work from like a distance, but it's not bad. So the magic formula that I used was, priming and painting and getting a real glossy paint coat on there. Black or white, kind of up to you. Didn't notice a huge difference between them once I got everything else on, but go with kind of whatever you think you can get as glossy as possible. Then hit it with some Alclad 2, Chrome, ALC 107. Then hit it with either Aqua Gloss Clear or Clear Coat. I've got another video that compares those two, pros and cons to them. Either one works, but you got to hit it with the Clear Coat first, and then you can hit it with some yellow. This is the Alclad 2 transparent yellow, airbrushed on as per the directions of the container, all the pressures and stuff. And then it's all about just kind of making it as yellow as you want. I made the eyes just a little brassier. I'm going to do another video to show how the eyes are constructed, so we'll be looking for that coming up. I did hook them up though. Let me see if I do this so that you can see they're on. It's hard to see, or it's not quite as impressive in the daylight, but the darker it is, they glow pretty good. Looks really, really good. People like it. So this battery might be dying, I don't know, but it looks good. Definitely adds a lot of life to it. But yeah, that's kind of what the finished head looks like. Well, that is what the finished head looks like. See, it's really nice. It's got all the right proportions and everything. This is better than anything you'll get from just like a simple costume shop, but or simple costume if you just look for C-3PO head, but it takes a lot longer to do. People really like it. I might hit this with another coat of clear coat with the K's to try to just get a little bit more of a glossy shine to it. But yeah, looks really good. People really, really are digging it, showing it to them. So that's kind of this shows the results of the process, that all the videos that I'm showing. There's a little bit of an area here where I kind of messed it up, but you can barely see that if I hadn't pointed out to you. Most people that haven't noticed, not bad, but I would say there's another tutorial by Gordon Tarpley. He's finally going to talk about how he did that. By the time this is up, that'll probably be well in the past, but he has a video about how he tints his Alclad, and so I'm going to go watch that and see how that compares to what I did. He seems to get a better mirror finish, so I may use that on some of the other parts. I don't know when I'll ever strip this back down and really try to get it chrome looking, but people say this looks really good, and especially from any sort of distance. You can see it gets a little mucked up here, but at least I know how to fix it up with all of these paints I've got. I may use some weathering on it to really get it a little more a New Hope style. But look for videos down in the description, or links down in the description of other things. But this kind of concludes the chroming, or the golding of the head. There'll be more tutorials for other parts of the suit as I do them, and some other tips and tricks if you're wanting to wear it or wanting to build it. So yeah, subscribe so you can keep up with more videos, or leave me a note or leave me a comment, and I'll try to get back to you when I can. But yeah, looks pretty good. You can see it's the antenna, which is probably one of the worst areas. There's the side, there's the little neck bolts. Up close, around the mouth. Focus, but yeah, details are really good on these. Again, TK409, where I got them. Jim Sleeth is the guy who made this resin head. It's got a lot of details in it. And a lot of these like dark areas are just because you can't really spray in there as well as you'd like without it building up, so you kind of get some nice texture and weathering on some of this stuff. But yeah, real happy with how it turned out. There's a little spot here. You can probably see that's from the clear coat that I put on top of it. I forget which one I was using. I think it might have been the clear coat stuff, but it might have been the aqua gloss. I just forget. And it built up and it kind of ran, and that's what you see there. Real hard to see, especially from any sort of distance. So looks good. Need to probably redo this part. I've got a replacement bolt for that, but yeah, real good. Very happy with it. One real quick note that I thought of is I want to talk about cost of this. So each of these all-clad containers is about $9. I think the transparent yellow might even be cheaper. To do all the head and everything and the feet was maybe one container of this, so maybe $9. I might have had to use one like at 1.5 or something, but not a whole lot of that. And then this is the original yellow one that I used for the feet and the head. And you can see it's maybe a third use. That might be maybe $3 if this stuff was full price. And then the aqua gloss is like $9, and I used maybe half of it. I also used some clear coat. So to do to do this part of the painting on this head was maybe $20 in materials, and you have to have an airbrush and have to have a compressor to run your airbrush. Other than that, maybe some cleaner, which is another $5. I'll have links to places also down below for that, so you can where I found a place. There's also Hobbytown carries this stuff actually, so if you have a Hobbytown near you, they have it back in their airbrush paint section. So the actual marginal cost, if you have an airbrush already, is really low. So if you were wanting to chrome something for $30 or less, and $30 to maybe buy all the stuff, or $40 if you have to buy cleaner and stuff too. For $40 you can chrome a head and feet and have plenty of stuff left over to do more. It's hard to beat. The method that Gordon Tarpley's using now is spray chrome, and I think it looks really good. So I may look into doing that at some point in the future, but I'm probably going to do this C-3PO using this method just because the color is pretty good. The shininess is pretty good. So I'm going to look at a few more of his videos of how he finishes his all-clad and maybe chrome it up, maybe even take this off and re-chrome. It'd be a lot of work, but I might do it. So we'll kind of see where it goes. But yeah, this is definitely a budget way of doing it. Marginal cost, so you can just buy $30 worth of materials, and you don't have to buy $200 worth of chemicals, and then you only use a little bit. You only use maybe $20 worth of chemicals to do it, but you're out $200 to get started. So if you're only going to be doing a little bit, I would definitely recommend this method. If you're going to be doing a lot, or you just have to have something that's mirrored, then go with that method. So not against it, but this is what I've been able to figure out based on based on very little information online. So thanks.